Okay. Hello. How's everybody? This is a Sunday. This is August the 6th. I just thought I would do a quick video. I wanted to address some comments I had on some previous videos, especially Shiftkey. I haven't really did much with Shiftkey. It's probably been close to 2 years. I can't pinpoint the exact time, but I'm thinking it was probably 2021 the last time I worked with them. It might have been the early part of 2022, but after I picked up the shift with them at the one facility, I never did try to update my information and pick up any more since I had such a bad experience with that one facility. And like I said, it took me almost a year, even after getting everything uh, in order to pick up. It took a year to get that one shift. So I never tried to deal with them anymore because it's just not a stable route. It was, yeah, it's just not stable. So I just decided not to pick up anything else with them. Um, my best option out of everything I've tried, I see that um, I need to just stick with my nursing homes. That's been the most stable for me. And I don't, the way I do it, they don't call me on my off days to pick up any time because I'm working part time the weekends at one, and the other one I work Monday and Tuesday. And I really, in the Tuesday, I just do um, evenings, 4 o'clock p.m. to 12 a.m. in the morning. And that Monday, the Monday previous before the like tomorrow is, which is Monday, I do the 12-hour day hour shift there at this other facility in the county. So it works out best for me to do this because I still have 3 days off to do what I want, to work toward my food business, or whatever. Yeah. So I have talked to you, I think, about what I did with that. Decided to, even though I spent a lot of money with the food stand, getting it in order and it's ready to go, but the problem I had, and this is just something you just live and you learn. You learn from, you do things and you learn what works and what doesn't. So, since the income from the food stand and where I live is not very, you know, it's a rural area of Tennessee, and the clientele is just not out there. It's not a very industrious part of the state, and it's a lot of that in the South. I mean, that last week that I did open, I had the whole week full customers, and I'm having to replenish the food every 2 days because slaw. You don't want to serve slaw the whole week, the same slaw prepared on for that Tuesday and serve it all the way to Friday. So was having to replenish the slaw, the salads, the corn, and the green beans and baked beans. All of my side items, the cheese. I had to replenish that in every couple of days, and it was just too much. Um, and I'm doing all of this, and I'm not getting the business. And I said, well, after I cleaned it up that last time, I said, no, I need to change my strategy and try something that would probably in the long run be less stressful to keep up with and guarantee my money. So that's when I decided to do the whole dessert orders. And I have another idea with this. I have so many ideas in my head to even, you know, go off of as far as working this food business. Um, Now that I'm solely focusing on just selling desserts, I mean, endless of what you can do if you just come up with your own ideas and stuff when you're doing your little side gigs or whatever. Um, and it's fun to experiment with things, just to see how it turns out. And each lesson learned is a lesson learned, a life experience learned. Um, you know not to do something if it didn't work, and you know um, what does work. And yeah, and like I said, I have tried all these other little, as far as work, like you've seen my videos on the direct support. That wasn't too um, it's the people that you're dealing with. It could be the staff, or it could be the person that you're taking care of. But by far, nursing home work, it's hard on you, but it's stable. And yeah, I have bad back, but that's a given. But I still got to make a living. So my income is much more because I make more. Well, with the DPS job, I think it was like, I forget what I was making. I don't even know if it was $13. I think it was like $12 for that job. 12 an hour, and I was working 4 days a week, had 1 day off. So I had to work 4 days just to even make a decent side gig money. Um, you know, so now I'm working less days, and I'm enjoying 3 days away from the nursing homes, because I make 19 at one of them, and then I get the $600 extra a month just for picking up weekends at that one, and then I make 16 at the other. I mean, at least I'm able to pay all my bills and still explore other side gigs and stuff, especially with my food business. So I have time. And then my house. When I was doing the food stand, I had no time to do anything as far as the upkeep and cleaning of my home. And I cannot stand filth, and I cannot stand clutter. Um, so this week I focused on cleaning and updating things in my home, putting shelves up. I made another headboard, a homemade headboard. Yeah, I could have bought one, but I made me one. So I did some stuff around the house. So I mean, that's what you got to think about. I mean, yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff, but you got to do what works for you. Um, and you got to think about your pocketbook, your money. And, because you got to have a way to make a living, and you got to pay your bills. So this works best for me. Um, Anytime I veer away from it, my money gets funny. My bills, they get paid, but I don't have any money. At least like this, I have money. You know, it's just more stable. And I like the fact that I don't get called to work any other days, because like the other nursing home that I work the Mondays and Tuesdays, well, they made the mistake of calling me every week about stuff. Like one week, the DON called and asked did I give any showers. I put her on block, so she couldn't call me anymore. And then another week, somebody had a fall, and they called me about a patient that I didn't even take care of, and I kind of chewed them out, and they never have bothered me anymore. As far as this facility where I'm at now, well, she was doing it. The staffing coordinator was doing it, and when I wanted to pick up, she didn't want me to pick up, but she didn't want me to get any overtime, or she wanted me to come on in as full time. And I went and got other work somewhere else, so I wouldn't have to pick up any more hours from her, and I didn't have to take her mess. And I finally told her about it and why I do that. she didn't bother me anymore, so I don't get bothered on my off time, and I like that. I just like the way this is. I like the way it's going. Um, I don't. You just gotta have that me time. I mean, that's. I do my best thinking on my off days when I'm not at work, because you have time to relax and thoughts come to your head, and and I've always been a uh, I don't know, have that entrepreneurial spirit, and with my schedule like this, I can implement it to the fullest. Whatever it is I want to try, and whenever I think I can uh, make some money from it. So I just like being able to do that. That freedom, you know, freedom to think. Yeah. But see, like this morning, this is the most laid back facility I've ever worked. We got 3 people on the hall, and we had like today I got 6 residents. I got one lady, my last bath. I don't want to go in there to her too early. I'm gonna go in probably next 10-15 minutes after I do this video and do her bath. And after lunch, I do my charting, and then I do around about 3 o'clock. And supper is around 4:30. So I mean, it's just so laid back. I mean, because you don't have a lot of night riders on the hall that I work, unless it's somebody new or somebody that might. This one little lady, she just hollers out, but she has dementia. She'll call for you to come in there because I think she likes a lot of attention too. She wants you to come in there so she can talk to you. But that will probably wrap it up for now, because I can't think of anything else to talk to you about. I just wanted to follow up about the Shiftkey issue. As far as Shiftkey, if you're looking to do that, I would still have something else for income, because Shiftkey is not very reliable. It hasn't been for me. Now, I've heard a lot of women that I had worked with, and they said that's all they do is work Shiftkey. Yeah, if you could get in a facility and you do good work and they like you, they'll let you keep picking up that facility. That's good. It works for some, but what works for one person may not work for the other. So you have to look at that too. So that's what because I didn't do good with Shiftkey, don't mean you won't. But I did not do good with Shiftkey, and I would not tell anybody right there, okay, you try Shiftkey, you're gonna have a stable income. Now, I can't say that because I didn't. The only stable income I had or have is when I work part-time at 2 different facilities. I get the hours I need and the pay, I can live with. But I cannot, I mean, I just can't, you just can't depend on Shiftkey alone. I'm not. I mean, like, if you got somebody that is paying your bills, that's different. And you don't need to work all the time, or you don't need that steady income all the time, then yeah, Shiftkey would work for you. But, if you got to have your money when you need it, don't just depend on Shiftkey. Now, that is my opinion. All right, I got to get back in there and get to work. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. And thanks you for subscribing. I've got 2 new subscribers in the last couple of days, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to keep the videos coming. When stuff comes to my mind, I'm going to upload it um, and talk to you guys. Um, Thank you for subscribing, and please hit the like button. Toodaloo.